Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of Court of Corvids. Nope, it's funnier this way. Thank you so much for joining us. I would like to start off the episode like I've already done, which is thanking all of you for joining us, and I would like to thank all of you for joining me at this table.
Thank you.
No, it's more than 5 because there's more than one viewer.
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah, there's
Sorry, I'm
three.
not used to it yet.
Yeah, and before we go into the show itself, I would like to state that this is a mature themed show. There are not any warnings that I can think of at the moment for this next episode.
Probably violence.
But these players are, well, these players. And so
What does that mean?
I don't know. Big-breasted women with feathers in their caps.
Oh my God, I thought you were literally calling Molly.
Okay, restart the stream and let's talk for an hour before we do the next thing. If you still don't understand, watch the first episode or two of this.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a reference.
Yes, so all of these
Call
players, all of these players may pull this into a different direction because this is mostly improvised. So let's go from there. My name is Indigo. I am the GM of this. I personally am he, him, but I will be playing everyone, so I will be everything. So from there, Jonas.
I am Jonas. Thank you, Jake. Indigo.
You know what? People at Discord started calling me Jacob. Doesn't really matter.
I'm so sorry. I blame myself. I am Jonas, though. He, him, or they, them, and I am playing the Chameleon Gnome Storm Druid Robin Way. She, her.
I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Remy Ashwillow, the Goblin Fighter, also they, them.
I'm Krug, and I'm playing Krug Crawdell. I'm playing Krug Claudel, the Human Monk. Also, I just want to interject. This is not an educational stream. This is a home game. Don't watch this to learn how to play because it's a home game.
But do watch Game Gorgon.
But do watch Game Gorgon.
Watch it to learn why to play.
Do watch it to learn how to play because we're having fun.
Mm-hmm. True. Yeah, watch it
And,
to
that,
learn.
and that's the important part of gaming.
That's the only rule.
Mm-hmm.
And also poning.
Poning the noobs.
Poning the noobs.
Yeah,
Speaking of poning, Molly.
Ponies? My name is Molly McIsaac. I play Moss the Magnificent, the Sorcerer Elf. Obviously, I am she, her, as is Moss. Yeah. Oh, and I've had way too much caffeine, and I feel like my heart's about to explode.
Don't let that happen.
This might turn into a very interesting show. Stick around and find out.
We will upload it if that's what happens.
Or we will.
Get banned from everything.
YouTube's like, boom. All right, so last we left off, all of you had been captured in one form or another.
This is what I wanted them to do.
Yeah? Is that
What
the
did you
roll?
even roll?
That was the
D20.
I want to roll.
39. It was 39.
39, yeah, plus 9.
So all of you had been grabbed in some form or fashion. You have been knocked out, Moss. Krug, after you have been shackled both your hands and your feet.
I'm assuming that when they shackled me, that they're not covering my mouth anymore.
After they have shackled you, they have removed the dagger and have removed their hand, and instead are using their strength to lift you.
Yeah. I'm not resisting in any way, but when they remove their... First of all, can I tell what they are?
Perception.
20, not natural.
They seem to be the guards of Ashiria.
Do I know what the law is for arresting people?
What do you mean?
Like, do I understand, like, do I have any rights? Do they have to, like, Mirandize me or whatever that's called? Miranda
No.
rights? No? They just do, like, okay, so I'm just like... Alright.
What would you like to do, Robin?
I would like... So there are 4 people holding this net that I've fallen into. I want to, like... So Robin's going to, like, shift her weight entirely to one side, like, focusing on 2 of them. And as she's doing that, the 2 on the opposite side need to make reflex saves because I'm casting a spell.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna find on here. I think it's 2 separate, like a reflex.
Can't
save.
beat us if you can't roll.
I forgot I did that.
Literally, like, where's my D20?
Just roll a
Like,
D12. It's fine.
Right, I need all the guards to roll a reflex save. Oh, they
Thank
can't?
you
Seems like I win by default then.
Fail.
I literally was seriously spending that entire time like, wait, they were just, was it he? Okay, anyways,
It's
Natural 20?
Yeah, that's natural 20.
God damn it.
Okay, one of them fails.
okay. So
What's the save, actually?
17.
One of them critically fails. The other one critically succeeds.
Wow. Okay.
One of those guards is worse at his job.
I'm having
One of
trouble.
those guards
It's
is dead.
electric arc. I think it's just a critical fail. They take 1 persistent electricity damage, I believe.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus my wisdom, and then another 1 on the start of each of their turns. So 8 to that 1 that critically failed.
Okay, so the one that critically
Electric
fails,
damage.
electricity sparks out and it wraps around them, and they let go of their portion of the net, and they fall back on it. Roll me a percentile die.
Boop, 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 this one.
Can Krug hear this?
Hold on, that was clearly cocked. 32.
Okay. And so as that happens, they yell out, "Stop what you're doing! You're wanted dead or alive. Let's keep it alive."
Can I, with my last action, get out of the net on the side that was just dropped? As was my, that's what I was prepping for.
You have, you can make an attempt, sure.
Cool.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Great. 16, I believe? Yes.
Against 3 people. No.
Okay.
I rolled a 19, a 17, and a 13 before adding any sort
I
of...
thought that was what I saw. Yep.
So you attempt to roll out, and they kind of just fall on you, and basically try to keep you there, and they're yelling at you to stop.
I'm well, they're yelling. I'm also yelling out, just everyone, wake up! We're being attacked. We're being attacked. They know.
Can I hear this yelling?
Yeah.
Just give in. There's too many. You're not going to get out.
I'm not doing that. Whoever you are.
What is Remy doing during this entire thing?
What has happened to Remy?
So they
They took my sword, and I have cold steel up against my.
So after that had happened, you had seen them cut Robin's thing down. You saw
You'll laugh.
you saw people go into the room with Moss and Krug. You now see Krug walking out in shackles, and then you see Moss over the shoulder, ass up, walking out with a passed out Moss.
Okay. Can I get a read on how many guards I think there are?
Yeah, roll a perception.
And I'm not breaking.
You didn't.
Critical miss.
Jesus Christ.
Hero point. New session.
No, I don't want to use it for this. Wow. I think I rolled the most critical misses out of all of us.
And they were all 3 on perception checks.
yeah.
Solid.
Wow. Yeah. Critical miss.
There's at least 100. You think they're all in the trees?
All right, then the person who's with me still. Okay. All right. What do you want?
We're taking you in.
For what?
Oh, I think you know. We know about that harassment and that person at the inn at the Cobalt. We heard about that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have hair.
We also what?
I have hair.
He grabs the mop off.
That's
your head
my hair.
And pulls
Oh,
it off.
ouchie! Oh, you pulled it all off at once. That's impressive.
What big hands you have.
Another guard walks over and takes your hands and starts to shackle them.
Okay,
but then
okay.
the shackles are way too big, so they're they take rope.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, all right. You can take me in. But just tell me this one thing. How could I make my disguise look better? Because I feel like you found me right away.
They push you. So what are you doing? You're the only one that seems to be resisting this situation.
I want to zap the one that I had hit. Are they still conscious?
You can't tell. They're kind of shaking on the ground from being electrocuted.
Sure, and continuously for them. Honestly, I'm going to cast my focus power on one of the ones that is on top of me and try to escape again, which is Tempest Surge.
Okay.
So they take 1d12 lightning damage as lightning just shoots from the sky and hits them, and
what a
they make
coincidence.
a reflex save.
Okay.
This one's not coming from me though.
How many? Is it for all 3 of them or just
Just one target.
It's a 10.
DC is 17. Okay, so can you look at the text for Tempest Surge? Is that, or I can check in the book behind you and break the illusion again.
While this is, while you're looking up the spell, now that I'm outside, can I look around and see how many guards there are?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 13.
So Tempest Surge, you surround a foe in a swirling storm of violent winds, rolling clouds, and crackling lightning. The storm deals 1d12 electricity damage. The target must attempt a basic reflex save. On a fail, the target is clumsy 2 for 1 round and takes 1 persistent electricity damage, and you can heighten it. There is no critical success or failure specific text.
Cool. So that was a failure. Yep. So they
take 1d12
damage. They take the damage no matter what. So that's 5.
Yep.
And then I want to try to use that as an opening to get out from where they were.
Okay.
Like through their.
Roll another.
Acrobatics.
Well, they're laying on you, so this can be athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
To try to push them off. And roll your perception, crew, to see.
13.
13. You look around, and what are you trying to ascertain from this?
How many guards?
There's at least 24.
Oh. Do you want to use the same roll or a different one for, are they beefcakes, or is it just like quantity over quality?
There's a couple of like higher ranking guards, but there's no way that all 4 of you, if all 4 of you were conscious and ready, that you would have been able to take all of them.
Cool. I'm going to just resign myself then. Oh, actually, I'm going to say, you need to stop. You're not going to get out. It's going to be worse for you if you keep going.
Oh, Robin, there's like 100.
You gotta trust me.
There's like 100.
I'm going to use my hero point and roll again. I rolled the same number, which is 3 minus 1, so 2. It's meant to be. Robin does not stop fighting, but I'm willing for her to not get any closer no matter what.
Yeah, so basically on that, they manage to actually put a gag in your mouth, and they manage to grab your hands.
Yep.
Hey, only I can do that.
I will say I want to keep doing my electric arcs because that's just a cantrip. So I will keep shocking anyone who's touching me.
Without your mouth, can you?
That is... Oh, it is verbal. You're right. Yep, never mind.
Yeah, you have...
Well, then she's...
Yeah, you can't speak and you can't gesticulate.
That's why you said that. Oh, you know how I cast my spells. Wait, what about my material components that none of my spells use?
Well, I mean, you can reach for them with your... Oh, wait.
With my dog.
They pick the 3 of you up, or walk you and Krug and Remy over to another, what looks to be like cart, but it has bars on it. Puts you in there and then drops Moss in the middle. Moss, his hands have been bound, and Moss has been gagged as well. And when Robin goes in there, Robin's hands and mouth have been gagged. Krug's the only one that their feet has been bound.
So it's like they know what we can do.
I'm gonna, when they throw Moss in, look over and be like, "Do you mind if I give her some medical attention? There's nothing tricky."
He closes the door.
I'll take that as a no.
Wait, come back. Oh, can you pick something out of my teeth really quick? I promise I won't bite your fucking fingers off.
I'm gonna try and wake Moss up.
Okay. How would you like to attempt that?
Great question. Can I roll a medicine check to figure out how to attempt that? I don't know what to do. I'm not gonna just smack her in the head. But 16.
Wiggle her.
I wiggle her.
You take your feet
Slap
and
her.
you kind of nudge her with your feet, and you start to wake up, but you're again bound and gagged. So.
Are my hands bound in front of me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb of them.
That's where I punch from.
I mean, you can still hit people like this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's alive. Most magnificent, and my wife. You almost got away. No, I've never heard of that.
Don't take it out.
Don't take
We
what
shouldn't.
out?
They're gonna have a problem with you being able to speak. You understand? Right? No, I can't understand.
That was
I'm really
rude.
sorry.
Okay.
The horse, the cart starts to move down the street.
Oh, what a mouth!
It's so complimentary.
As you start to go down the road, all of you notice that Herring is missing.
Oh no, shit. Not only. Okay. Hey, Grog.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe we could get out of this, or do you think like we need to like come up with a plan? Like, what do you think?
Can they hear us?
There's people sitting on top and
so
and
probably.
there's bars, so it's like you would have to be super quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to be super quiet. Or really loud. So, Krug,
Yeah.
yeah, I know your brother's the hero of Victoria.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was like gone. I mean, he said he was gonna be right back. Like, do you think he's gonna be mad when he finds out we all got taken?
Yeah. And then, like, do you remember that big weapon he had that was really heavy?
Oh yeah, the big like maw thing where he dropped and he created almost an earthquake.
Yeah, I think that could probably break through these bars,
shoot!
right?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm feeling pretty good, and Remy's gonna like lean back against the bars. Oh, I feel really bad for all of you. This is not.
All right.
You guys
Roll
remember
a
when he...
deception.
Perception?
Deception.
Perception.
I see all of the lies.
16.
Okay.
14.
They seem to not be paying a ton of attention to what's going on. Like, they're like surface level paying attention. They're basically like, are they causing a ruckus? No. All right, let them do whatever the fuck they want. Like,
Is Moss blindfolded too?
no.
Okay.
No, you just know that you can't cast spells is basically the key to it.
Are they bringing our cart, like our wagon, with them, or did they leave it?
It's, I mean, none of you saw, but it doesn't sound like another cart is being behind you.
Anyan. Oh, well, I wouldn't call them that, but oh jeez, I still would not call. All right, okay, my wife wants to call you all whores, but that's like that's really messed up. Or like, oh yeah, you're all jackasses. No, the whores.
Aren't your hands bound?
I imagine my fingers are bound like this. Because otherwise I could do somatic components with it. Yeah, so I have a feeling I have hands but no fingers.
You basically have gloves on.
Chinese
metal
fingers.
Moss
gloves.
is going like this to show Onion.
So you all kind of talk.
Podcast.
You all talk about this for a little bit until you start to enter the city, and as you enter the city, you start to hear boo as you guys start to get in, and all of a sudden you hear as a tomato hits the cart.
I look over at the direction of the Japan and go, really? That's such a trope.
And then another one comes
Yeah,
right
right,
to the
right.
bar.
I agree. I also hate these people that are carrying us. Yeah, keep throwing tomatoes at them.
Moss is like putting her head down. She doesn't want to be recognized.
Wait, hey, fucker, throw a tomato.
It hits, but it hits the bars, and then just like juice hits you in the face.
Darn it, I'm gonna be sticky.
The cart stops, and someone opens the back door. There stands 6 guards at the back gate. Moss, you're still on the ground, right? Did you want to get up, or you said you ducked your head down?
I
right?
ducked my head.
So they grab you by the ankles and pull you out. And grab your shoulders once you're like out and lift you so that you can stand up and start. 2 of them start walking you. 2 more guards come in and replace the other 2.
Be a little more careful. That's most magnificent. You don't know her fans like could be all
wearing
over.
They grab your rope and start pulling you.
I'm like.
So one by one,
Trying
each
to-
one of you is grabbed and is.
Do I have any nonverbal spells?
That's a great question.
You have to have non-verbal and non-somatic spells. which
Well,
means
and you can't access your material
I
components
wrote
or your
on the
gear
back
while
whether
you're...
or not they're somatic and verbal is that one. Somatic and verbal, fine.
fine. And so one by one, each one of you is picked up out of the back and is drugged into what seems to be a cell. And you all are thrown into a room. The floor is full of hay, and the stench is just atrocious. You all seem to be in some sort of gel. Yeah. No,
Are we
gel.
all in one cell?
Yeah, you're all in one.
Well, that was...
And still hands and mouth?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you do?
Moss gets out to the cleanest part she can.
I want to take off their gags.
Okay.
Because I have my hands are tied in front of me, so I just go. Oh,
Thank you.
take off.
I want to...
Oh my god!
Oh.
Gods! My head hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little welt or something.
Yeah.
They hit you.
It's on your head.
They knocked me out.
Oh shoot!
I'm going to kill them.
I just
Oh,
I'm going
me
to kill
too.
them. I'm going
I've never
to
wanted to
kill
kill
them.
someone before, but now I do. Several people, perhaps hundreds.
You never killed someone, right?
No.
Don't start unless you have to. I promise. It's not great.
It's fine. Killing people is okay.
I mean...
Look,
I mean-
I've never had to follow up on it, but I have believed for a long time some people have to die.
Of course, but these people
And I
are
think
just
some of these people have to die. And
doing
she
their
does say that very loud.
jobs.
Did anyone see Herring?
No.
Oh, no.
I
Or the
didn't
horse.
see-
You
I
understood
didn't-
I was talking about.
Anya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I called them a horse. That was like fucked up.
Maybe Herring hid. What is Herring... Has anything like this ever happened to you before?
No, but he's good and loyal. We've been together for a very long time.
I'm sure.
I think that if he sensed danger, he would run off. He might be able to help.
Yeah, he's probably working on some kind of plan from the outset. Maybe he met up with Scott and Scott. Was
Oh,
that
I
it?
hope he
Sam.
met up with Scott.
Sam.
Scott.
Your brother. Was Scott?
Yes.
Yeah.
Arturo.
Nah.
Oh no.
yeah.
Not
sorry.
Arturo, no. Not
We're
yet.
talking about Scott, your brother.
Scott, yeah. Arturo's a
Well,
couple cities.
is there any way out of here?
Okay.
Hopefully.
Well.
Would you all like to roll
Perception,
perception?
please.
Yeah.
And I want to additionally look for any like critters
Natural
accessible
20.
from this space.
Whoa.
I only roll 1s and 20s, baby.
16.
Perception 25.
25?
5.
5. So, Krug, with your 5, you look around and the room's pretty dark. There's a couple of candles up higher up in the room that's lighting the room, but it's not nearly enough light.
Are they floating magically like in Harry Potter?
No, they're
I have a
like
spell for that though.
most of the light is actually natural light that's coming from the outside, but all of them are heavily barred.
Okay.
For the two of you,
Sorry, what's the time?
this is morning.
Okay.
Yeah, you were all sleeping.
Right. Okay.
Oh, actually, it's nighttime because it was on the first watch.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. Cool.
Sorry, it's moonlight coming through.
So it's moonlight coming through.
Cool,
Yes,
cool.
correct. But it took a little while to get you guys all grabbed and down there. So it's probably right around midnight or so.
Cool.
With Moss and Robin's role, you notice that there are a couple other people in the room, but they're actually physically shackled to a bar sitting down.
Oh.
Okay.
Their feet are shackled in and their hands are shackled to the same bar.
Are they-
And they're like sitting, there's like 4 of them in a row.
Are they in the same room as us?
Yeah, this
Are
is
they
a large, expansive room.
Are they asleep?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I see any is there a window from where I might or anywhere I can access any small critters? No, that was part of what I was looking for.
you can walk over to the windows and kind of there seems that if there's anything that there has been rats in here, but at the moment you don't see any. But it's very likely that they are here. So you can attempt there, or you can attempt at the window.
I'll just go up to the window and just start just thing out the window.
Okay, I'm gonna move to Remy. Remy, as you look around the room, you see someone in the room that's shackled, one of the 4 people. And they look very familiar. And the reason why they look very familiar is that they're wearing the robes of the Mastiffs.
Oh God, come on.
What? Did it just settle on you that we got captured? Because that's been happening for a while. now.
we're in
No, we're that's my. They're over in the corner over there, on the attached to the bar with the other 3 people. That's the robes of the Mastiffs.
The Mastiffs.
The Mastiffs, that's the cult that I used to be a part of.
You were in a cult.
I was born into a cult.
Yeah. Did that not come up?
Not between us, the Magnificent and us, but
Okay.
Krug knows about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your story just keeps getting more and more interesting.
Well, okay, so I was indoctrinated into this thing. Like I said, I was born into the Mastiffs.
So you're born, not indoctrinated.
Well,
they
I was
indoctrinated
born,
us.
and then they did I had no
You were
information.
indoctrinated.
Sure.
You were.
I don't
They
know.
were.
Okay, I might be wrong about the word there, but I was born into it. I was born into it, and then like it was all I knew. And I got like to a certain age, and I saw like, one of the elders was talking to like another young person who was born into it, and they were telling them all this stuff. They're like, yeah, like these are the rituals we do, and this is like the lifestyle, and it just like hit me that I had never had a choice before, and it was just my life, and I was just doing it because that's what like they all told me I was supposed to do, and then I was like, no, fuck this, and I ran away.
But what was the point of the cult?
I don't really know. They were just.
What's the point of any cult?
I was just living with my parents, and then they
Is
kept.
that your parents?
No, I hope not.
Well, there's only one person wearing the robes.
Oh, there's only one over there.
Is it a
so I was
goblin?
probably like,
It's wearing robes. You would have to. No, they're medium-sized creatures, so no.
okay.
Probably
No, yeah,
not.
no,
Unless it's your
probably-
parents stacked on top of each other.
Oh, they did used to do that. Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that, but okay.
You hear like what sounds to be like a billy club hitting like the front door, like, hey, it's quiet time.
Yeah, but we're not being quiet, so it can't be yet.
No, it is.
I don't think you understand. We're clearly not being quiet. I think quiet time starts later when we're being quiet.
If you keep talking back, you know what's gonna happen, don't you?
You're gonna start something, and I'm gonna electrocute you.
We're gonna beat the hell out of you, and then we're gonna throw you in the river.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, I'm Master Magnificent. I'd like to have a word with you.
You've certainly heard of me, right? Master Magnificent, beloved by all.
Roll me a performance
Yes.
to see.
Come on, natural 20 if there's any time.
Okay.
Hero
14.
point.
A
14?
14?
Yeah.
He looks at you and goes, "Yeah, I saw your wanted posters."
No, but surely you've seen my stage plays or my music, or maybe you know someone who's in my fan club.
Sorry, lady. All I know is you all need to be quiet. All right.
Lady.
While they're distracting this guard, can I chew through my ropes with my sharp, nice teeth?
Sharp, nice teeth.
There's an actual like ancestry for that.
I can bite.
Yeah, roll me your bite attack.
And yeah, Robin will
Or
like
can I?
rail
Can
on
I
this guy
bite?
for
Am
not
I
respecting
confusing
Moss.
something
Just
right
bite. I mean, everyone can bite. Why
Everyone
not?
can bite. Yeah.
Why not?
Everyone can
What
bite.
ancestry feat did you take? Do you remember?
Unbreakable,
I'm
right?
unbreakable. I'm an
Oh.
unbreakable goblin.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that'll probably be that's just 14.
You start biting at them, but they seem to be wound really tightly. It's possible that they might fall off. What were you saying, Robin?
Robin's just generally yelling at the guard for not respecting Moss.
Wait.
appropriately.
Perhaps he knows this one. Hey, now you're an all-star. Get your game
Tell me.
on. Go play.
Come here real fast. It's kind of dark. Why don't you come here a little closer? I can't really see you.
She flourishes closer.
Moss, he's got it.
He reaches in and puts a with a long extending hand, pushes in and puts a collar around your neck, and it's tight. Like it's you can barely talk and you can breathe. But that's about it.
Well, this is not a very good fashion accessory, is it now?
You're rocking it.
Thank you, Remy.
But
Are my
also, that's
fingers
fucked
still-
up.
Yes.
Okay. I want to try. What are they bound with?
They're basically like cloth gloves.
Cloth
Basically.
gloves. I want to. I can't do anything quickly. Never mind.
What about my
Yeah, I
shackles?
mean-
What are my shackles?
They're metal. They're metal shackles.
Are they like aluminum by any chance?
Oh yeah, those great aluminum shackles.
They could be. You said that this. Oh, what city did we get taken to?
You got taken to Shira.
Oh, that's not.
Sorry, not Shira.
Lyra.
Lyra.
No.
Okay.
Lyra was the town
We're
you
past Lyra.
passed.
I know.
you're
I
right,
didn't
we
know
did.
if they were from Lyra and took us back.
Yeah.
Sir,
That's what I was thinking, too.
Sir Aina.
Serena?
Serena.
You made these names.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
These
okay.
are all names of different aliens.
Oh.
Sirian.
Sarian.
Sirian?
Sirian.
Correct our pronunciation in the comments.
I would say,
Yes,
Oh.
correct your pronunciation of fake words.
Oh wait, it could be. It's Sir Ian.
Sir
Like
Ian,
McKellen.
Sir Ian, Sir
Sure,
Ian,
Sir
you
Ian.
shall not pass. Sir Ian.
So we went to Syrian.
Yeah, sure.
Sirian.
Sir Ian.
I want to go to the Mastiff in the corner.
Okay,
I-
he's
yeah,
asleep.
I think
Or
I'm-
they're asleep, you don't know.
I'm gonna
I'm going with William, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just
I'm
behind
gonna-
William.
I want to tune into that conversation, but stay whatever's happening with
I want
Moss
to pull
and
the
guard.
robe off the head.
Can I try to negotiate with the guard to get this taken off?
Roll me another performance.
God. Okay, that's not bad. That would be 5.
25?
Yeah.
You gonna shut up?
Yes. Yes, I promise.
He pulls you closer and then reaches in and unlatches it and releases it.
I like pull Moss back as soon as she's like free from that. Don't touch her again. Don't touch any of us.
I do want to. Can I have seen that?
Sure.
happen? I'm about to pull the robe back on this, and then I want to go over to the gate instead.
Okay.
Hey, you suck.
Yeah. You're the worst.
Do you know what's really great about my job? See that floor there? See all that hay on the floor?
Yeah.
See those candles right above you?
I
You know what's really great is if you all die, it doesn't change my job. But it makes it a lot easier.
Well, that's not very nice at all.
What's your name?
Why does my name matter? You know what my name is? My name is Shut the Fuck Up. That's what my name is.
Where can I find you when I get out? Shut the fuck up.
He walks away.
Probably pretty stupid
He walks
idea to
away,
tell
and he
that.
comes back with a candle that's lit, and he puts it on the bars. He goes, one more fucking word. One more.
Do it.
He pushes it into the room. The floor catches on
I
fire.
put my cloth gloves into the fire.
Okay, you put your cloth gloves in the fire, and you're going to take fire damage.
Okay.
You're going to take 1d6 for each round that your hand's on fire.
Okay.
So we're going to start with 2. The room lights very quickly.
Is this a wooden room?
No, the floor is no. It's a stone room, and
Okay.
the floor
Full with
is
hay.
hay
Okay.
to basically soak up any of the.
P.
Yeah.
You could say P.
Pias.
So the room is on fire.
Can I make a roll to try to? Obviously, my idea. I don't just love fire that much. I'm hoping that I can get the cloth gloves on fire to the point where like they are where they'll be easier to get out of. Like they
destroy them.
more malleable.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each round you're
First
going to
thing
make
you do.
an athletics check to try to rip them apart.
Cool. Could this be a crafting check as I'm undoing them from
No.
the inside? Okay.
Because you are literally
Yeah.
lighting them on fire. It has nothing to do with.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm thinking like the breaking out of it.
Skillfully
like, or
dismantling
thievery.
them.
Can I do
By
cantrips
setting
without gesture?
I don't believe any of your cantrips.
Can I
Basically,
do shield?
no, because I believe. Is it just verbal? I don't know. I would have to double check. I can look while we're working this out.
My argument for thievery is I'm not like brute force just pushing out of them. I'm the like breaks that are being made as they're burning away. I'm trying to like maneuver my way through them.
Sure, but what I'm saying is that the actions in which you're trying to do, which is they're burning and you're trying to get your hands out, but you're literally burning the fibers off of this.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything delicately or agile. You're literally burning this to try and get your hands out. You're not like, okay, I'm going to try to slip this finger over.
Well,
like,
no,
like
I
you're-
am. I'm trying to get my fingers free so I can do somatic stuff, even
Yeah.
if the gloves are still partially on it.
But the thing is, like, think of them as oven mitts,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I've been
So
imagining.
if you're getting oven mitts, how are you going to nimbly get your fingers out?
It's what I'm imagining is as spaces are opening up,
Sure.
I'm moving my fingers to where they have room to move within the gloves so I can do somatic things. But
I'm
It's
with
not-
Indigo on this
Okay.
one.
It's such a
Okay.
bad precedent for being able to do thievery while on fire.
yeah, I mean that's a 5.
Okay. You are attempting that, and it is not successful. Everyone else, I would like all of you to roll perception checks because we're going to be going in initiative order.
It's,
19.
All right.
17.
Okay.
I forgot what my initiative is.
Perception.
Oh, yeah. You literally just said perception.
Someday we'll remember.
18.
All right.
Oh, oops.
Robin.
Am I rolling too?
Yep.
Sorry. You said everybody else. So I wasn't
sorry.
sure if that meant me. 10.
Okay.
I'd also like everyone at this table and watching to know that I just played through all of that in the middle of a panic attack. My entire face was asleep.
Whoa.
That's what happens with too much caffeine.
Yeah, don't drink 2 cups of coffee, an energy drink, and a Diet Coke. Don't do that. Don't be me.
And a paratriagen. Okay.
Wow. So Krug, you're first. You're gonna start the turn by taking 1d6 fire damage.
Cool.
Take 5.
Wow. Of course it's 5. Wait, how do you... Okay, like this.
Mm-hmm. What would you like to do?
Is there any space that is not on fire?
The ceiling and the walls.
How much play do I have between my hands? Is it like, boop, they're like stuck like this, or is it like, can I go to here?
You're actually wrist to wrist opposite from each other.
Okay.
So like 90 degrees.
Oh, that's
I'm
very
looking at
difficult to
shield
climb
cantrip.
with. I'm going to grab
Robin?
Jeez, because I always wanted to say Remy. I'm going to grab
Oh.
Robin's cloth gloves and just try to rip them off of her hands.
Okay, go for it.
Athletics, you want?
Mm-hmm.
How about...
Thievery.
how about thievery?
Yeah.
How about a 22?
Wait, he's stealing the gloves from me.
A 22. You start to feel the gloves start to rip.
Damn it. It is both verbal and somatic.
That brings us to... Is there anything else you want to do? That's going to be moving, and then attempting is going to be 2 actions.
Can I attempt again?
Yes, but it's not going to make any additional effect. Like, you feel like you could probably do something on your turn
Okay.
with the amount of freedom. So, like, you've ripped it, but you don't know if you've ripped it enough.
Okay. I'm going to try and... I know. Break my shackles.
Okay, go for it. That's just an athletics.
Oh. 24.
Very, very close.
Really?
Yeah. You can actually feel you can actually feel that what you've done has actually caused the metal to bend, but it is also really pushed into your wrist.
Yeah.
But it's real close.
Okay.
That brings us to Remy.
Okay. I'm going to... I want to simultaneously light my ropes on fire.
Okay. Oh, sorry. We got to start the round.
Yeah,
How are you
with
taking-
some fire damage.
Please take 2.
Okay.
Krug with the high rolls.
Yeah, I always take max damage. It's just infuriating.
I mean,
So
Close.
I want to light the ropes, but I also want to light them with the cloth gloves that Robin has and try to rip them the rest of the way off.
okay. So that's going to be movement to get over to them. And I'm going to say that's all 3 of your actions. So go ahead and roll your athletics.
Okay. 22.
You manage to pull apart the ropes and they start to come undone.
Sweet.
Moss.
Okay, so I have the same sort of like oven mitt glove things on, and the fire is not doing anything to Robin's, right?
Hold on. Please take 4 points of fire damage.
Jeez. Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah. That is where's the this one? Oh, I don't have it written down. Okay, so current 4, Jesus. Okay. Well,
Quarter of their health.
I'm real hurt right now. Yeah. What do I want to do? I'm getting burned, and it's not doing anything to Robin's gloves, right? is doing something to Robin's gloves?
Yeah,
if I thrust them into the fire, would I take more damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just looked up shield and I have to move for that too, so I don't think I have any cantrips I can cast just verbally. Oh, she is. Can I like try to like rub them on the shackles of the people tied up, like to see if I can like cut them open? The gloves?
Oh.
Or like on Krug's shackles? Or something?
You can move over to them and try to like maybe like thrust it into the group of like me too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if it's going to do anything and or if it's going to do anything in time. But you know that it looks like Robin's is about free. Mm-hmm. And you know that both Remy and Krug are assisting. So
okay.
I would say that would be your best option.
Okay. Or can I bite them and try to pull them off with my mouth?
They're like basically they're ovenlets that are like tied at the wrist. So
okay.
it's like it's not like you can just wiggle them out. Yeah.
Wiggle,
okay.
Giving you an example of ovenlets was just more of like a visual representation.
To denote that they don't have like individual fluid groups.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just go like be like help.
Okay.
Because like I'm useless as a sorcerer without my hands.
Sure.
True.
Robin.
Yep.
Take 5 points of fire damage.
Cool.
Okay.
Your fingers feel like they're loose enough to cast the spell.
Sweet. How fast is the fire spreading? Like, has it spread to the whole?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to. I was next to this guy, this guard.
The guard's on the other side of the door.
Right. Oh, it was outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
He literally put it on the bars and said one more word, and then you pushed him, and he pushed it.
We're gonna
Just
TP
watch it
by
go
a
down.
candle right now.
I think what I want to do. So I want to cast Ray of Frost.
I call playing
because that's
Karen.
going to come from my hands, and I want to basically get the fire off of my hands that is there.
Okay.
But I'm also it targets a creature. What I would like to do, similar to what I did with like the fire back at the illusory fire, I want to try to put down some of this fire. Start that process by shooting frost like across the room.
You can attempt that, but
Yeah.
based off of the performance of that spell on the illusionary fire, you know that that's not going to work.
Okay.
You need some sort of actual water spell.
Okay. I don't have
One that
one
you
of
prepped.
those. I don't. Yeah, I don't know that I like. I mean, I didn't prep any water spells, but I don't know if I could have. I could have prepped create water, but I didn't.
Is the ceiling stone?
Then
I'll even give it with your earlier natural 20 perception that there's black scorch marks all around the room. This is not the first time they've done this.
Hell yeah.
This is all I can think to do. I was hoping that I could do other things. Yeah. I say to the guard, "All right, you made your point. You can stop this," and I want him to make a will save.
Okay. 21.
Come on. Nothing happens. That's fine.
Okay. That brings us...
Does he know?
I don't know. It's charm.
Someone
I don't
get
think
my
Yes, they
hands
know.
out.
Yes. Okay.
Krug, please take 3 points of fire damage.
Oh my god, this is how we all die. And
Potentially.
the game's just over. Cool.
I mean, y'all are the ones that push the guard, not me.
I respect my wife's choices.
On a success, the target's unaffected but thinks your spell is something harmless instead of charm, unless it identifies the spell. Unless it was a critical success, but I don't think it was.
Okay.
What's your... I mean, yeah, it was a 21 is what they had.
Against 17, yeah.
no. So, Krug, you took your damage. What would you like to do?
I did take my damage. I took it, and I liked it. No, I'm just kidding.
Break those chains.
Yeah, I guess... How many actions to try and break him again?
You can take 1 action to break it.
I'll try to break it. Do I feel like it's going to be easier this time because of the, like, you said I
No,
moved?
it's just basically a good deterrent. Or
Okay.
not deterrent, but...
I got close, but I didn't damage them per se.
yeah, you know what the save is.
I do feel like I know what the save is. Do I want to try again? I'd have to get pretty lucky. Or did you
Help
use a hero
Moss. I mean, no, I can't metagame.
point?
Well, I mean, you did put your hands in the middle, so you reminding Krug that that's an option.
what are the 3 people against the wall doing?
4.
4 people against the
Burning
wall.
slowly to death.
Oh, cool.
Someone
are they
help me
screaming?
here.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna do an action, try and break my things.
Help
Yeah.
Moss.
That didn't work. It might have been a critical fail. If it's 25, what is it? Yeah, it was a critical fail.
All right, so you're gonna take additional damage
Oh my
from
God.
hurting yourself. Take 4 points, which is in fact max damage on a D4.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course it is. And then I'm gonna try and help Moss rip her
Okay,
gloves off.
athletics.
Natural 20.
Okay, you rip Moss's gloves off. Completely.
Yeah!
Like Moss, like you are like this, and you like take Moss's gloves and just rip them off and like completely pull them off of them.
Yes! My tools have returned!
You have one more action.
Is there any way I could like? Is the fire really high?
Not yet.
I'm gonna lift up Robin onto my shoulders to try and keep them out of the flames.
Athletics check.
And keep her out of the flames.
Oh wait, can I even do that? Can I? I mean, like you're really tiny. Can I just like? Burp?
It's a really difficult check.
Sure.
I'm just saying, probably harder or equal to.
Okay, I'm gonna just end my turn.
You got one more action.
I can't think of anything else that I need to do.
You have 4 people slowly burning to death that are stuck to a chain to the floor or a pipe to the floor.
Oh.
You have
Oh.
Moss who has their
I
hands
guess-
free.
They're chained. They're chains. They're not like ropes.
Well,
or
no,
anything.
their shackles are basically attached to a single bar on the ground. So the 4 people are shackled hands and feet to the ground to this
Gotcha.
bar. So if you're able to break this
I'm
bar,
gonna try and just pull the bar out.
well, you're gonna spend an action to get to them.
I'm gonna go to them.
Okay.
I didn't use my third action because I forgot how this game works. I want to try to just get my gloves off
Okay.
because I'm still wearing them. Is that athletics still?
Well, are you just gonna get them off?
Yeah,
'Cause
because
your hand-
they're on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't want to wear them anymore.
They're on fire.
What am I rolling?
How are you attempting to take them off?
I mean, I'm trying to slip
Thievery.
out of them. That's what I've been hoping there would be less of them and less of them to the point where I can slip out.
So the rope is here, right, are on your wrists,
Sure.
right, and so this part is on fire, and this part
Sure.
is like what's free. So like
Yeah.
you could like grab one and then try to pull it off. I think would be an option, or you could
Yeah.
try to untie it because your fingers
my
are
fingers
free.
are free. I think what I want to do is I want to use survival to snuff out just these parts of the flames and just like peel the glove parts back, so they're like on my wrists.
Okay, so
I'm still
you want to
wearing
use
them.
that as a
As survival, just 'cause
Sure.
I'm, putting shit out and then just pushing gloves.
I wouldn't even say you would need to roll for that. I would just say
Sure.
like you basically
Yeah.
you superstar it and
Yep.
put it in your armpits.
And then when I come back
snuff
out,
it.
it's like this, so they're just like dangling from my wrists. Okay, that's all.
That brings us to Remy.
And I'm gonna look over at Remy. I'm gonna say, Remy, help!
Well, burn me. Burn me, Daddy.
6.
What? Those are some loaded D6s.
Should have taken the D6 instead of the D20 from earlier.
You're right.
No, yeah. Stop giving them to me.
You're a smuggler.
Okay, yeah. So I'll run over to Krug and I'm gonna rip that bar out the.
All right, so you're gonna spend one action move over there, and
Yeah.
the second action to make an athletics check to pull it off.
Cool.
Your hands are free.
25.
Whoa.
You.
So wait, sorry, 24. I forgot. I have I thought it doesn't matter. Go.
You grab the bar and you plant your feet and you lean back and you use your full body weight and your strength to basically like deadlift this off the ground, and you rip it out of the ground. And as you rip it out of the ground, you get your first glimpse at the person that was in the mastiff's robe. While the robes are on fire, you look up and they look at you and you catch your eye. Who is this person?
A water wizard.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's the water.
The water wizard? That could be what we call them. It's up to you.
A water
But
bender.
it's the water wizard, right? Because here's the thing: if they came to water spells right now, it's so ironic. and good.
Everyone is the water wizard. No,
on.
I
was
think
joking.
I think this is the kid that
that you witnessed?
I witnessed.
Okay, yeah, so the person that helped
like a little
you...
grown up, because it's been like 7 years.
Yeah, so the person that you witnessed being talked to and like made it click in your head, this is that person. And they look at you and they recognize you instantly in that moment. But like even though they recognize you, they're in an excruciating amount of pain, and the four of them like run straight to the door. And they're gonna spend their actions going there. What would you like to do with your last action?
Let's do my last action. I want to hop on top of Krug to get out
So
of
you're
the
gonna
fire.
you can spend an action to make it over. Oh no, you moved already, right? You'd moved over to help them.
We're
We're next to each
we're
other.
both
yeah,
at
yeah,
the bar.
yeah. So you
Like
can.
as he ripped it out, I was like, "Dang, I was gonna help you, but all right."
So you want to
Yeah,
roll
ripped it.
an acrobatics check to.
Damn it! See, you want to do acrobatics and I want to do athletics, so we
Yeah.
keep doing that. Okay, cool. I'll do it. Hey, -1. 8.
Okay. All right, that brings us to Moss.
All right.
Hold on, Moss. Take 2
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
points of
Yeah, it ain't
fire
6.
damage.
All right, I'm at half life. Okay. I want to cast shield around all of us.
Okay.
Reach shield is a person.
It is it's a cantrip. Is it just?
I think
a person?
it's single, and it might even more specifically be just you.
I thought it was. Hold on, I have it pulled up.
Shield is just verbal. It's cantrip.
It
You
says
raise your
V and S here.
Huh?
It says V and S here.
You might be on first edition. I got
Oh.
it from the book right here.
Oh.
Verbal, until the end of your next turn, you raise a magical shield of force. This counts as using the raise a shield action, giving you a +1 circumstance bonus to AC until the start of your next turn, but it doesn't require a hand to use. While the shield is in effect, you can use the shield black action. This is not actually very helpful for you in this situation.
So it's not like something that I can use to.
No,
shield
it
us
basically
all from
gives
the
you
fire.
additional AC and allows you to if someone were to swing a sword at you,
Okay.
it would allow you to break. What other spells do you have?
Oh, okay. Well, I could do divine lance at the guard. I could do. I could do charm. I could try to charm the guard.
That was just for knowledge. That's what I did earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, I said that.
Or I
I didn't keep
could
that a mystery.
produce flame and.
Add more fire.
Well, no, I could burn down, like blow up the door, couldn't I? With that?
It's basically you it's like a gust of fire basically. So you could do fire damage to the door, but
Would
you're
it
not.
melt the steel beams?
Probably not.
We
Divine
all
magic
know
can't.
it wouldn't.
You unleash a beam of divine energy. Here's the other thing: you can heal.
I can heal. I know. Okay, I guess that is just what I'm gonna be doing then. You guys,
Don't worry about me
the
yet.
brawn can figure us out. Who has the least health right
I'm
now?
at 10 of 17, but you might be worse off.
I'm at 6 of 12.
Here's the question: you have multiple ways of casting this. You can cast it so that
Right.
everyone.
Can I do an
is
AoE? Yeah, I want to do AoE.
So that's using all 3 of your actions on your turn.
Okay.
Krug, do you remember
1d8.
1d8 to everyone?
Yeah.
And that's going to hit the 3 people
Hell
that
yeah.
are
4 people.
4 people. Yes, thank you.
Including, the shackled people.
Hero
point?
Can I use a hero point on that?
We did it last time.
Yeah,
Technically,
yeah,
it's no,
it
but
was a
okay.
1 for
4.
anyone.
That's way better.
That's better. Thank you.
That's 4 times the healing.
Yeah. Thank you, Moss.
That's
Everyone
almost.
say thank you, Moss.
Thank you, Moss.
You're welcome.
Indigo, you have 4 voices.
Thank you. Thank you. That was more than one.
One of them is, oh, it's your parents!
Stacked on top of each other, yeah.
All right, so that's going to be your turn. That brings us to Robin. Robin, you hear laughter from the other side of the the door.
Oh, he's good.
You're a sick man. You're an incredibly sick man, and you're going to die. Oh yeah, do some fire damage to me.
4.
Jesus.
Yes, you just took all of that.
I
in.
should have not written anything. Yeah.
I will say, if it makes you feel any better, Moss, you technically just healed for like 28 points of
I mean, that's pretty badass.
That's true.
Yeah.
God.
This is good.
God.
This is stupid.
Who egged this guard on?
I mean, he made an intention. He made it clear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I heard Indigo thinking when he said, say one more word and he put the candle on the door? Mm-hmm. I heard him say, let's see if they understand that I don't give out ultimatums lightly. I heard you think that with your brain.
I super respect this because like there are some times where I'm a player with a GM or something and they set up a scenario like this and then they like they're like, but I can't do this to them. So
Yeah,
like no
he
matter
doesn't care.
no matter how far like the person gets pushed, they always like find an excuse not to do it. Like maybe they, instead of like pushing the candle and they take it out and then they just like
Punch you in the
punch
face.
you in the face and like that kind of thing. It's like, what did I say?
Yeah.
But you were just like, nah, candle. You're all gonna burn to death.
Did
now.
you watch the Druid Game Board again?
I pulled out my jug of water for my adventurers pack. How's that?
You mean the
There's no way I have
adventurous
that, I
pack
know.
that you don't have?
God, yeah.
Not if you have any items. I mean,
You know
Groot
what?
doesn't have any
You know
items.
what? I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Okay.
To see if there's anything any of us might be able to access that would help us put out this fire.
Okay.
Like I want
or a way out.
Or a way out.
Okay.
Yeah, which I did roll a 25 looking for earlier, so I really would have found it then.
You rolled a
but-
25 to find a way out earlier?
Yeah.
To look around.
to look to find a way that we could get it. Yeah. This didn't do it. But if there is a way out, and you didn't tell me earlier. I
No,
won't
there
know now.
is not. The front door, the only door
Yeah.
in, is the only way out.
Could you describe the door a little better? Sorry, that sounded really like me.
No,
It sounded a little condescending.
Yeah, can you stop
Excuse-
sucking
yeah.
at describing doors?
No. Well, let me
made of
describe.
bones.
Let me describe to Robin what Robin sees.
Okay.
Robin sees.
I rolled a 1.
Blaze of fire and heat. The room is getting so hot from this entire room that your vision is starting to blur and you're starting to cough from the smoke. And as you're looking around, you're finding it very difficult to see anything past the flames.
Robin panics, and she's going to use one action to change her coloring, not even like intentionally, but to just like fire red. And she's going to try to leap the bars, the window that she was like hanging out of earlier. Try to leap up there and get away from the fire.
All right,
and
so
kind of hanging out those bars.
The metal bars?
Yeah,
Well, the fire hasn't touched them yet, right?
not yet.
Yeah. Okay. Is this an acrobatics check to get up there?
Sure. Jumping sounds acrobatic.
Yeah.
to me.
Right. I also know there's just like rules for jumping, but
Jumping's technically athletics.
it's
It's dumb.
15.
I'm just
well
throwing it out there.
then I'm not jumping. I'm tumbling. 15.
15.
Yes.
Okay, so you manage.
A bright red Robin emerges
Yeah,
from the flames.
you're able to jump up. The flames are still hitting you, but it does feel like a momentary
Reprieve.
reprieve.
All I could ask for.
That brings us to Krug.
Oh, you're gonna give me some fur damage? What about a 1?
3.
Ah, close. I respect it. I respect half. I got at least 2 more turns in me. Well, okay, I got at least 1 more turn in me after this one. So, what's going on? Oh, door. Can you describe the door a little better?
So the
I'm
door.
assuming it's lit perfectly at this point.
Please roll a perception check to be
If
able
I
to
can
see
see through
through
the
the
fire.
flame. Yeah.
Through the fires and the flame.
Okay.
Go to timeout.
15.
I accept
15.
it.
15. The door looks to be like a solid wood door with metal, like wrought iron handles, as well as a wrought iron lock and joints. While the wood is getting scorched from the fire, it's not lighting though.
Is it, like,
Very treated wood.
is it possible to, like, punch the wood out of the frame? Like, can I just, like, kick the wood out of the door and then, like, be able to walk through the door? That second part's super important because if the bars are so close that I can't walk out of it, then I don't want to.
Well, the bars are only a small window size on it.
Oh, and the rest of it is door.
Yes.
It would. The whole thing is door.
The whole thing is door, correct. Thank you. Sorry, door and wood are synonymous in my head. I don't have many wooden doors in my
Door
heart.
somatics and verbal.
Oh my god.
So many non-wooden.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna stop talking about this door and start doing stuff to the door.
Blow it up.
I'm gonna look back.
Echo.
At, I'm gonna
up the door.
look back at everyone. Oh, I don't have my legs.
You left your legs in the camp?
I left my legs in the camp.
Bro, I told you to bring your
No, they're
legs.
shackled. I can't kick the door with my.
And your
shackled
hands are
legs.
still shackled.
How much play do I have in my legs?
Your body is a weapon.
That's right, you're so screwed.
I'm so screwed.
Screwed.
It's enough that it's reduced your speed by half. Like you're literally like your foot can get right in front of the other foot, and that's about it. You're like
Jump and kick with both legs at the
But
door.
battering ram.
Yeah.
Battering ram.
Well, if you have him like this, just start flipping toward the door and then kick it with your
Yeah, that'll look cool.
I'm gonna grab the pipe.
Oh, the one that Remy had?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the pipe.
I'm gonna hit the door with the pipe.
Okay, so you're going to take the pipe. I'll say grabbing it and going over is one action.
Okay.
And you just want to just swing it? Is that what you're trying to do?
Or- Is there like
ram.
I don't know what the pipe looks like, and I'm not like perfectly. Is there a way for me to like use it as a pry bar to like pry the wood off the door? Like a crowbar is what I'm looking for.
There's no handle on the interior, but you could maybe try to use it on the bar section and maybe pull the bars out. But it's a steel bar that you have in your hand and a wrought iron fence, kind of.
I'm gonna look over at Remy.
Roll and add your wisdom.
Okay. Three.
Oh my god.
Whatever you're about to say is the best idea.
Great. You said there's no handle on the inside?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna try to pry the bars open.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna roll intelligence. Just plus intelligence. Nat 20.
Ah!
Stop.
Okay. What were you trying to
I foolishly wanted to believe that, also be like, yes, that's the best idea. Let's do it.
But you don't.
But I rolled a nat 20 now, and it wasn't even on my turn, and I don't even know what to do with this.
I will
don't
tell
know
you.
how he figured out a better idea
Krug's
than
going to
you.
spend the rest of his turn doing what he's about to do. You, on the other hand, know that there is enough play in the chains on his feet that you could use the bar to probably use that to take it out.
To break the chains?
Yeah.
Never break the chain.
Watch me nat 20 this athletics check and have
Now
this
you go to
horrible
town.
idea work out. Ah! No, that's not a nat 20, but that is a 16? No. 17?
17. You're pushing on it and you're moving it and it might be moving, but you don't know if it's moving because the heat is Also, that bar's really starting to get hot. I believe that's 2 actions.
Yeah, I think I have one more. Drop the bar. That's gonna be my turn.
Okay.
You did perception too.
Yes. So that brings us to
Well,
Remy.
technically drop is a free action anyways.
Remy. 5 points of fire
Oh,
damage.
buddy.
Good God.
All right.
It smells delicious in here.
I'm going to sprint and headbutt the door.
Okay. All right.
You Unbreakable Goblin.
I'm Unbreakable Goblin.
Roll your attack.
Wait, for reals? Is that something your character can do without taking damage?
No.
No, but
Oh.
shouldn't it be?
Jonas is just out to break the game.
23.
A 23. You hit it. You run and sprint, and you hit the door. Last second, you realize that maybe headbutting it is probably not the best idea, and you shoulder it.
Sure, I'll show
And while Krug is doing it, you dodge out of the way of Krug trying to pry it. So you both are basically hitting this. It feels like the hinges might be starting to loosen.
Did they keep their armor on them, or did they take the armor?
Did you go to sleep with your armor on?
No.
You were on your turn.
I was on my turn, so I had my armor on.
Yeah.
Is it still on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Cool.
that would have been a 25.
But that's good to know.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Leave my armor on.
Oh, they're gonna regret
They've
that.
made
later.
some bad choices.
So I do
That's
that.
so
I
weak,
feel,
to
I
be
feel
fair.
the,
Yeah.
I feel the hinges getting
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Did I feel the hinge thing? Cool.
Then I want to take the pipe and I want to try to break the chains on your.
I let go of the pipe. If you...
You had already out.
Oh, you're right.
So I just grab it and I'm gonna put it in your chain and go to break the chain on your feet.
All right, so roll that athletics check.
That's gonna be 18.
Okay, so 18 plus the heat of the fire at your feet, and plus the pry bar as an additional bonus, that is going to push you over the edge and allow you to have the shackles still on your ankles, but the chain between them has broken.
Fair enough.
That ends Remy's turn. That brings us to Moss.
Okay, I'm gonna AoE heal again.
Hold on, we gotta do some damage to you first. You're gonna take 5.
Oof.
God!
You about to
Heal really good, Moss.
Yeah, I'm
please.
gonna AoE heal again.
feel good.
Heal good.
Roll an 8.
If you weren't healing us,
This is the
we'd be
weirdest
so
bondage
good.
situation I've ever been in. You got some like pleasure and pain going on.
7!
Hey!
That's a whole round,
That's
baby.
all of mine. I'm back to maximum, baby.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I'm back to mine too. I'm back to max.
Oh, the wizards are up.
Back to
I mean,
life.
Either of you
12
are.
and 17.
Yeah,
So.
right. 17's pretty good,
17 hit
All right,
points.
so that's all 3 of your actions. That's the end of your turn. That brings us to Robin.
And that's all. That's
We
all.
would've died already,
That's
by
the
the
other
way.
people as well. The 4 other people.
Yep.
They keep getting healed. So
Yeah.
they're getting like 30
They're like,
burns, and then like
It's kinky.
It's making some weird connections
Yeah.
in their brain. Yeah. Robin, it's your turn.
Yes.
Please take 6 fire damage.
There's all that.
Now,
God.
you did say I get some reprieve for jumping out
The
of the
reprieve
fire.
was emotional.
Okay. Okay. All right.
There was this Indigo story. I listened to some really messed up podcasts, and one of the podcasts was talking about someone actually being in a very, very bad situation where they would actually scream out something like, "Oh my God, behind you," to end the abuse that they were receiving for the slightest 1 or 2 seconds of relief. So that even though they knew that when they turned around and came back at them, it would be 10 times worse, because mentally you can only handle so much pain that you're willing to go through more pain as long as you just get a second of relief.
Oh, I know how that is when I'm getting tattooed.
Yeah.
Just stop for 1 second. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what it was.
Are the hinges for the door on the inside?
outside.
Outside? Okay.
Also, what was the name of that podcast again?
Small town murders.
Okay, thank you.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Let me ask you, Jake, Indigo. Fuck me.
I mean, not
That's
on
not what I'm asking
stream.
you. That's not what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I know you would. Okay. I would still ask.
Sex is sexy.
Does it seem? Is there a point I could hit on the door from this side with a ray of frost that would weaken it for them to help them push
So
through?
I would say that you probably don't know about the hinge because
Yeah.
it's both of it's a feeling thing while they were
Well, yeah.
physically on the door.
So I don't
So
really-
I don't think you would know about that.
unless I was like, oh, they.
Wouldn't you? Well, and I'm not even talking hinge. I'm talking just like a spot on the door that I see where I could hit with. I could cool and make it more vulnerable to the next bludgeoning attack. that
Basically,
they're
any metal you see that you change the temperature. Well, actually, roll an intelligence check.
doing. Cool. Just flat intelligence.
Yeah, that plus your intelligence.
Oh,
You
no.
think if you
So
cooled
1 plus 2 is 3.
you think that if you cooled it, you think that the reason why it's the best way is if it just continues to heat.
Well, I can't help with that.
I mean,
So-
theoretically, that's true. It's just
It's not true.
by the time it melts, we'll die.
Well, no. What I was in reality, everyone,
When you
cool and heat something, it becomes more malleable and more likely to more brittle and more likely to break. So
Okay. Could
Do you
I
watch forging YouTube videos too?
sometimes.
Could I fling myself up to where my feet are like on like the lower part of the window that I'm hanging from, so that my body's entirely out of the flames?
No, but at the hole that you're holding yourself up to, you do see a pigeon that has flown down from your earlier cooing.
I'm trying to like water noises.
Sure.
Please help us. Diplomacy?
I believe that's the handle.
Bird diplomacy.
I don't know.
It's gonna turn and poop.
Maybe he knows
Bring
a
a
few
pelican
pelicans or
with
something.
a
Or
mouthful
the
of water.
pelicans have the big gullet, right?
Yeah.
I'm not using this die anymore. 4.
Burn it. Put it in the freezer and smash it.
I'm gonna put it
That's what
back
you
in
do
the
to bad
dog.
dice.
Back inside BB you go.
You're gonna get. We'll have dice timeout.
Yeah.
So it's a 4 for the bird on that diplomacy check.
The bird turns around and flies away.
Yeah. Okay. That helped. And I'm going to. God.
Remember, herring's still out there.
Yeah.
Just as an overarching statement.
Yeah. Somewhere.
You know what?
Over the rainbow.
Robin's gonna start calling out for help out the window. Like,
Oh.
help! Help! They're burning us! They're burning us! We did nothing wrong! Throw water in here! Or you're complicit in horrible evils going on in these prisons! And just kind of going on like that.
Okay.
I don't know if there'd be a role associated, but that is for activity.
you can roll a not charm. I guess
Diplomacy again?
Diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17, but this one's on people, so for some reason it works better.
All right, that brings us to Krug's turn.
Cool.
1 point of
You got what you
damage.
asked for.
Yeah. I'll take it. I would like to kick the door really hard.
Okay.
Oh, what about... Oh, I actually don't know my statty stats. Statty stats? Here we go. 26.
26.
Whoa!
As you
That's to hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go back and you go to kick the door like full force right on the lock, and we're going to take our first break right now. So everyone, please go to the restroom or get some water or whatever you need
Or
to
go to Twitter at _QueueTimes. Give us a follow there. Tweet at us. Let us know what your favorite part of the episode has been so far. And while you're there, you'll see me at Jonas. Indigo's wearing
everyone.
Superman boxers.
I was wearing Superman boxers.
He
I
told
am.
us this before we started. He thought we'd laugh. We are laughing at.
I was like, laugh all you want. They're awesome. I love
No,
Superman
I-
boxers.
I'm sorry. No, I'm really sorry I brought up the underpants.
It's almost as bad as the dick butt joke. Or-
No, it's
You didn't
not.
make a dick butt joke last episode.
Last
You
episode?
didn't make one
I
last
didn't make one
episode.
last. I've only made one.
Well, you have to make one every episode. It's in your contract.
I don't want to. I only want to make one. And
Well, looks like you're not getting paid.
We all get one. I used mine.
It's funny because they don't. Anyways, unless you buy merch. Anyways, what were we? Krug? No, who was kicking the door?
Me.
Krug was kicking the door.
I rolled super high, but I forgot the number.
You rolled a 26.
Sure, sounds reasonable.
Kicky.
You run, you step back, you run forward, you kick the door, and it feels like the door just goes poof, and it pushes off. The hinges feel like they've completely bent off of the rail. The door is still physically there, but you could probably, with a very easily push, get this door open.
Oh, and I have more actions.
You do have
Shove
more.
door.
Roll it.
Athletics. Is that what you want? 17.
You hit the door again. The door slams to the ground, and there stands the guard, kind of frightened, but reaching for his sword. You have one more action.
Get the sword.
How close is he?
Within melee range.
Oh, yeah!
With your
do it.
feet.
Crude smash.
Disarm.
Can I-
Aren't,
yeah.
You can't disarm with your feet.
You're right.
but you can
you need-
disarm.
You can kick him in the ball, so.
Wait, what?
Keeping in mind that all of my combat training is martial arts, can I try to push, like, I want to, like, hit him against the bars with, like, I want to, like, pull his head into the bars with my foot. Kind of like kicking, but, like,
So
instead of...
the door is down. It's not like an old-timey jail cell where there's a bunch of bars and there's a
Oh.
door. It's a stone room.
I'll take a wall.
And yeah, so you would have to, and the door. The only way is the door, which is down on the ground. So what you're saying is you want to basically move behind him and push him into the wall because there's no way for you to physically grab him because
Oh, how close is... there's a wall behind him somewhere. How close is that?
it's just a 5-foot room.
Oh,
so
cool,
you
cool.
can easily kick him.
I want to
back.
kick him into the wall.
Okay.
This is not where I want to be. This is where I want to be.
Can you flurry?
I'm sorry.
You can.
I can, but it's not a good idea right now.
Okay.
This is not the right button. Dink, dink.
I'll take your word for it because of how good you are at playing a monk.
-4, so 17.
17.
Yeah.
A 17 does not hit.
My -4?
Second attack. I attacked the door once this turn.
Oh.
So if I had flurried, it would have been -8 on the second attack, and I'm not about that
Gotcha.
life.
Cool.
Cool. So you go to kick and you miss.
Cool.
That brings us to Remy.
Can I
Take 2 fire damage.
Nice,
yes.
nice,
Yes.
nice.
The
That's
answer is yes to that one.
take that damage, please? Thank you.
Did you do fire damage too? Oh yeah, it was 1.
Yes,
And
it
I
was
was
1
happy
damage.
about it.
Okay, I'm gonna run up, and I'd like to, I want to get that sword from him.
Okay, so you're going to try and disarm them.
Yes.
So I believe that is opposite athletics rolls. Oh man,
I will double check for you.
this is the worst roll. These opposing rolls like this are very difficult.
So disarm is you try to knock something out of your opponent's grasp. Attempt an athletics check against the opponent's reflex DC. Not
Okay.
even an opposed check.
All right, go for it.
Okay.
Fuck.
Hero point.
Yeah, I'll use hero point for this. 15.
Succeeds. It was a 14.
Nice.
Oh!
So problem with that is on a success, you weaken your grasp on the your opponent's grasp on the item. So you gain a +2 circumstance bonus when you try to disarm them again, and they gain a -2 circumstance bonus to Sorry. -2 circumstance penalty to attacks with that item.
So basically, you have loosened it, but you have not gained it. So, but you get a +2 to try and attempt it.
And importantly, they get a -2 if they try to attack us with it
Okay.
on their next round.
So I
which is
used
super
my
good.
movement to get there. I tried to do this thing.
No, you were at the door.
Oh, I was at the door. Oh, that's right. I was
Yeah,
at the
you
door.
have
So I do
shoulder
that thing.
button.
So I have 2 actions left. Can I just try it again?
Mm-hmm.
I can just do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, what if we
It
did
is an
again?
attack, so you take
I do the -4.
-5.
5. Yeah, that's right. You get -4. I get -5. I would get a -5 from it. So it's just like
Technically, it's
whatever my roll.
It's a -3. Let's just do it that way, because
Because you have a +2.
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
+2 -5.
but it's
total of
but it's not,
-3.
yeah.
But also plus your 5. So it's really just +2.
+2, 16.
After everything, right? It's
Right.
No, it's a -3. Period.
-3 plus my strength.
Yes. Yes.
Which is
Well, but it's an athletics roll. So
right. So
whatever.
plus athletics, which is +5,
So +2.
which becomes 2.
16. My roll is 16. Fuck.
I was right. Let the people know. I was right.
You succeed, which I believe if they succeed twice.
No. You have to get a crit.
Just keep on.
But you weaken it again by another -2.
So it's a circumstance bonus. I don't know what the stacking rules are for circumstance bonuses.
You only have
penalties.
one.
Yeah, so it doesn't stack.
Yeah.
Oh, so the second one.
So you have to critically succeed at.
Oh, well, then I would not have done that.
Yeah, so just attack him. Fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, can I grapple him?
You can attempt to.
Okay. I'll do that then. Does that get a minus or anything?
No.
It was also an attack. Grapple's an attack.
Grapple is also
Yeah,
So it's part
but
of
but
the-
as in like they don't have a penalty.
Sure. If I did the 16, would that? Because I already rolled it.
Yeah.
If you did,
It's their fortitude DC at that point.
which is also 14.
Okay, so 16 would. Okay,
Yeah, so you grab him.
I grab him. What does it do?
It means when you grab them, they have to roll a check to try and do anything that requires manipulation. So swinging a sword, anything like that, they have to roll a check. If they fail, it's a flat D20 roll. If they fail, they lose that action on their turn, right? But they can also spend their actions trying to escape, which is against your grapple.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Is that your whole turn?
I don't know. Can I try to bite him?
If you want.
You can always attempt anything.
Crunch.
You might do what Moss did, which is lick them.
It's gonna be a -10, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nope.
That's a critical fail, probably.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
So
Plus
-5
5.
plus your attack.
So 5.
I
No 7.
I'm not gonna really do anything
Whatever,
for
okay,
this.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
just
got
basically
you.
it's like
That's my turn then.
that brings us to Moss.
Hey, what's up? How's everybody feeling? You need some healing?
I'm okay.
You're going to feel 5 hit points worse.
I'm still, that's just it's 1/2 my health. How's everybody else?
I've taken 6 points of damage.
Do you need to be healed?
I have 11 left. I don't need to be healed right now because I think I can get out of the fire on my turn, but soon probably. I don't know.
If you, yeah,
You should get yourself out of the fire for sure.
Yeah, I could
would you
fuck up the guard.
Let's hold off on healing till next round.
get out of the fire, fuck up the
Yeah.
guard. I think that's
All right, let's see. Should I do Divine Lance or burn him?
Oh, burn him.
Burn him.
Burn him for sure.
It's beautiful. It's poetic, right?
Yeah.
That is pretty poetic, yeah.
I am holding him.
Raymond, get out of the way.
It's not my turn.
I mean, if I'm just doing one target, though, would it also?
What is the
burn
spell?
Produce flame, probably.
I believe you produce a ball of flame and you throw it and it hits a single target.
Okay, then yes,
Nice.
I'm doing
I've
that.
had DMs that wouldn't be as nice as you, Jacob. By nice,
I mean, if she
using the
critically
rules as they're
fails,
written.
it means I
I mean,
think it's reasonable.
I mean, I'm going off of rules as written for that
Yeah.
part.
I've literally like spells that just like if they miss someone, I've had DMs who will like have it hit an ally instead.
I mean,
Friendly fire.
If it's like a critical,
Yeah.
which is one thing, but
If
yeah,
it's a critical miss, I'll be like, yeah, you singed your friend.
yeah. But yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. I believe it's an attack roll.
So is that a D20?
Yeah, it's a
This one?
D20, and then Kuru, can you show her where on her sheet that is?
It's just a. So this is just like an attack with basically a weapon. So you just add that.
Add dex.
Yeah.
Okay. 13.
They're currently grappled. Grabbed. Sorry, not grappled. I believe that's successful.
And it's not a spell attack. It's just like a.
I'm looking it up
That
right
feels
now.
weird.
It's a cantrip.
Well, because the spell part's
produce
making
the
the
flame
fire.
and then you throw it.
Sure.
That's how I mean, I don't know. I don't
yeah.
play casters. I don't know much about the.
I'm going to it right now, but I
Yeah.
believe you're correct, Krug. I believe it's. So a small ball of flame appears in the palm of your hand, and you lash out with it either a melee or a ranged
nice.
or at range. Make a spell attack roll
Spell
against the target's AC. This is a normal
better.
ranged attack, but you can also use a melee
Add that
attack.
number instead.
What?
Is that 7?
Is a 7, yeah. Okay, so that would be 18.
Okay, that hits.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you do 1d4 persistent fire damage.
Nice.
What is persistent?
Sorry, it's 1d4 plus your caster modifier. That's all it is. Unless you critically succeed, then it does persistent damage.
Where is my caster modifier?
It's your charisma, so 4.
Okay. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cool. You produce this ball of flame in your hand, and you're just like, I fucking want revenge. And you chuck it, and as you throw it, it like just hits him right in the face, and just fire, just like at like think like the embers just fly off in every direction in the room, and he's just left with this huge red welt upon his face.
That's fucking right!
So, movement is 1 action, and casting this is 2 actions, so that's your whole turn.
Hell yeah. Is
Alright.
he still alive? He's just,
Yes.
He's just getting melted.
Yeah.
So you got out of the fire and then hit him with fire.
Yes.
So, Robin, take 5 points of fire damage.
All right.
Okay, now I need to heal next turn. Man, sorcerers are fun.
And I want to leap off of the windowsill and go over to the guard.
Okay. That'll be 1 action.
Yes. And is the guard wearing metal?
Yes.
I'm just going to is it like metal like chest plate or something? Just like slam my palm into his chest. I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp on
Okay.
him. Which is a touch spell attack, so I'm going to make a spell attack. I'm going to use this die. Should have used the other one. It's fine. 16.
A 16 hits.
Cool. And I deal 2d12 electric damage. And it's a 17 because he's wearing metal. So that's 11 plus a d4 persistent. So I don't know if that's 2 every round or a d4 every round, but 2 for the first time it happens.
Yeah, I believe it's a d4 each round.
Cool. So I'll hold on to that roll, but it's 11 now, 2 when his turn starts.
Okay.
I believe that is it, but I'll pull up the spell text
Well,
and see if I missed
it
anything.
doesn't matter because he falls to the floor dead.
Great.
So as you kind of like just push forward and put your both your hands, like you have this like rope around your wrists still from the
Well, the mittens themselves are still dangling.
yeah, the mittens themselves are like basically like just burnt black like mesh, and your hands are up against him, and he like looks you right in the eyes as you just like shock him, and he's just like you see the light from his eyes just disappear.
I'm grabbing at my whisper and I go, "That's my wife."
And he falls back. Are you gonna? I assume you let go and let him fall. Remy?
Yeah.
Can I grab him before he hits the ground?
Robin, our first joint kill.
I want to look for a key or anything.
Before he falls and hits the ground.
Oh, I mean, he can hit the ground. I don't know why.
I was trying to figure out like what
the purpose was, because it looks cool. I don't know.
Probably not.
Okay. Well, when he hits the ground, I'm gonna look for a key.
Okay. So as you do that, the remainder of the 4 people
I want to turn back to them.
run out, and they're on fire, and they start rolling around on the ground.
Oh, am I still on fire?
You're all still on
Oh, I'm
fire.
gonna roll around on the ground.
Can I
You specifically, Remy, your armor, because it's still on, is burning you.
Heat metal.
Yeah, I wanna put the fire on me out and then help Remy get their armor off.
So all of you like pat each other down and roll around on the
Can I
ground.
cast heal on everybody again?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great.
And I want to
Yeah.
grab.
How many spells do you have left for the day?
I think.
Oh, did you try to use it twice? 3.
I only have 3 days, so this will be my last time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the other was a cantrip.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
cantrip. Yeah, so this will be my 3rd and final spell for the day before I rest.
Oh well, you can
Well,
still use cantrips.
Yeah, I can use cantrips, but I can't use heal again. So that
I'm
would
out
be
of spells too, so.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. All right.
It's alright.
Hey, that's all right. We're both.
Yeah,
Now
my
it's
spell
our
slots
turn.
are full.
That would be 6.
Worth.
Sweet.
Nice. I want to take the guard's sword.
Sword.
Okay. You take his sword.
Is it a long sword?
Yes.
Nice.
So it does 1d6 instead of 1d8, like the bastard sword does.
Yeah. Well, the bastard sword
It's 1d12.
The bastard sword is
Wait.
when I use 2 hands, it's 1d12.
Yeah. All right. So all of you are kind of like exhausted and stuff like that. The flames it starts to pick up and larger and higher.
How many more cells are in this?
Well, there are other cells, but none of them are being affected by the flame because it's all stone building.
Oh, right. Cool. I'm gonna keep the key, and then leave.
So
As long as I feel comfortable that everybody else is safe and is
yeah,
not just gonna
everyone's
burn in their cell.
everyone's fine.
Okay.
So you're like you grab the key, you look around, and as that happens, you can hear someone on the other side of the door starting to jingle their keys, starting to get in. They're like, "There's a fire hydrant down there. We need to get them out of there."
Guys.
Yeah, sorry, we're looking at the sword.
I'm sorry. Actually,
Sorry, it's
this-
actually a little sharper than we thought. It's actually
Yeah.
a D8.
I'm
there you go.
gonna sprint down the thing and like look for an empty cell.
Okay. Roll a perception.
I want to perceive if I can tell how many people are on the other side of the door.
Go for it. Roll it as well.
8.
They all look full.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run back to the group.
That would be 6.
You can't tell if it's 1 or 100.
Okay.
Well, then I'll go look. I mean, if she doesn't know, I would look. So I'll go check that out.
Are you going to physically go there or just listen? Because that's what Moss was doing. Moss was just trying to kind of like guess.
Because like it's like
Well,
if
I'm very sneaky too, so I could like.
Because they're gonna open the door soon. If you
Oh sure.
if you start to move, I'm gonna grab you and be like,
Yeah,
"Would you walk
I'll
up
just
there yet?"
see what I can tell from here then.
Okay.
And that is a 26.
It's probably about 4
when you
of them.
fit into
Okay.
the guard's armor.
At least 4.
You can pretend to be a guard.
Quick.
I mean, I can't wear the armor.
Remy, what are you going to do?
If I wear the armor, I lose most of my everything.
So there, I wanna like get the mastiff's attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they out, by the way? All 4?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They're rolling on the ground and they're.
He's just like,
Hey! You're a mastiff.
yeah.
You're a mastiff. So
Yes.
They were too.
I was. Yeah. Thank you for telling that for me.
Sorry, I thought you were just having trouble getting the words
Remember,
out.
everybody gets one.
That's true. No, you gave yours away.
Well, there's a different one.
No, it's a different one for each thing.
Oh, okay.
So I still have
Yeah.
one for your thing, you know?
I ran away. Do you remember? I'm Remy Ashwillow.
I remember you.
Okay. Now I know mastiffs don't like to leave people behind. How did you get here? And is someone coming to help you?
He looks up at you and just points at the door. And as the door opens, 4 mastiffs come through the door.
They're okay, guys. This is.
Hey, I point
And
this
by
way.
mastiffs, I mean people wearing
Yeah.
the same robes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I point the longsword at them. I'm like, hey, you're kind of late. If it wasn't for us, well, the fire wouldn't have started.
The guard started the fire. Let's be very clear. That wasn't my
This
fault.
guard tried to burn us all alive.
Well, we were planning on. We don't even need to explain anything. You're not a part of us anymore.
Well, good, yeah. I don't want you to help me anyway. We got out without
Well,
you.
we could use a little bit of help.
No,
But
Just all of you, quiet. And then they throw robes at each one of you.
Mastiff robes?
Yes, and they say, "Let's go. We
What
need
color
to
are
sneak
they?
are you
it." They're
comfortable
brown.
with this?
no,
This is
Okay.
not
They're
my
actually
color.
they're light
Oh,
brown
you can
with
be-
dark brown. Like it's like almost like a light brown like center line, and then dark brown on the outside.
Oh, this is not my color.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Put these on. Lower your head.
I'm basically looking at Remy for permission.
Yeah, no ditto.
You're gonna put them on. I'm not gonna wear that.
I'm not gonna wait if you're not. Doesn't seem right.
No. Hold on.
I don't want to wear them either, Remy. They're quite hideous. However,
And they're horrible quality.
we have to get out of here.
I mean, it's...
I'm not gonna
We
wear.
don't
You
have
could be the
much
guy.
time.
I'm not gonna wear one myself, but
You can get on my
I
back.
get on. I get on
Great.
Moss's back.
I put on the robe.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'll wear
But I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing it.
No, that's
No,
true.
That's
Moss is
your
wearing
right.
it.
It's your choice.
Whatever. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Moss,
go.
where can I put the sword where it's not gonna bother you?
Just
You want
hold
me
it
to carry
off
it?
to the
Here, I'll
side.
carry it.
Yes.
Okay,
Get-
I'll kind of have it down like the side of you, like your
okay,
hair.
whatever. Just
Okay.
let's go.
So roll
one
me,
slashing.
roll me, roll me a strength check to be able to hold, and roll me an acrobatics
Why aren't you
or an
on my
athletics.
back?
Terrible strength.
I'm stronger than her.
This is
Oh,
for the
boy.
bits.
7.
The bit where you fall.
22.
A 22. You have latched on very tightly. Are you trying to actually hide?
Yes.
Okay, roll me a stealth as well.
Can't make anything easy.
Boy, oh boy.
12.
A 12. It looks like you have a moving hunchback.
It's like a disease, like wriggling.
I've been possessed by a demon.
So you're moving, but you're moving real slow because they're a little heavy.
It's really warm under here. Is it because we were all just on fire? Okay. Hey, Moss. Hey, Moss. And Remy's
Yes.
just like tapping you. Moss.
Yes.
Moss, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I have giant ears. Of course I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. I can't hear you very well right now because my ears are pressed
Okay,
up against
Remy,
your back.
You
and
don't need to hear anything
All
right
of
now.
us can
Let's
hear you,
just...
babe.
No, everyone can hear me?
Yeah, which could become a problem.
Shut up! Let's go! And they start to usher you out.
Sorry.
No, that's great.
So all of you start to go down the streets, and they look at you and they go, "Just put your hands in your robes and just walk down the street.
I do the thing.
Robin does it.
Me too.
And put your heads down."
Put my head down.
Robin's also redoing her coloring so that she's back to like the midnight blue.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
stars.
Mastiffs
All
just
of you-
love telling people what to do.
All of you roll me a
trying to
deception with a +2.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here comes some more combat friends.
17.
15.
10.
So as you are all walking through the streets,
They probably hear your fucking shackles on your ankles.
Yeah, that's a good one.
your hands are also still bound.
That's right.
And so you actually
God.
have just your arms hanging down and you're underneath like this.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while there's like a light as one of the chains goes across the cobblestone streets. They look at you like they're looking at you and they're like they look around and they're like, "Come on, let's go." And they take you down the streets through an alleyway and right to the edge of the forest. And when you get to the edge of the forest, they go, "You're welcome to stay here for the evening. You all
Yes.
need to stay here for the evening."
Yeah. Do you know where our things are?
No, I didn't even know you were there. Any of you.
do you don't know where
And
they
they
keep
look
things like that?
they look right at you, Remy.
At the
Like
hump?
yeah, well, yeah, they,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
they look over. They're like,
Wait. I can hear you looking at me.
they look around and
I
they're
can
just
confirm that they're looking at you.
yeah, they definitely look at your hunchback and they're like, "We didn't know any of you were going to be here. We knew that there were other people in here, and either way, I'll explain it once we get to the camp." And so they as soon as you enter into the forest, They lift your robe up, Krug, and they start to finagle with your bracelets, and they unlatch both of them, and they get down on their hands and knees, and they take both of them off of your feet. They continue to walk you in, and as you walk maybe 200, 300 yards into the forest, it opens up to a large open space with maybe like 6 or 7 like log cabin style homes.
A giant owl statue.
No.
Oh God!
But there are giant mastiff dogs running around.
Wow.
Dog's getting to go now.
Oh yeah, where are you?
I'm gonna hop off of Moss's back now and just like pop out from below the rope.
Oh, I'm gonna take the robe off and give it back to them.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help.
It's warm under there.
It was warm. It cooled down at one point, which was strange because like you figure it would be warm the whole time, but I think that's just because like we were going from being on fire to like our skin was cooling back down and everything. Okay, all right, mastiffs, all right.
We're going to prepare a place for you all to stay the evening. There will be showers and there will be food for you all there.
Amazing. Have you seen a goblin? Not that goblin. Another goblin.
Yes, we have quite a few goblins here.
No,
in
no, no.
Damascus.
His name is Herring.
Have not seen anyone by that name.
He would be with a white horse.
Honestly, we've been kind of planning this escape all day. We haven't really adventured out anywhere other than from the camp today. Please come follow me. We have the room prepared.
Thank you.
They walk you all to one of the like log cabin style homes. Please feel safe and be welcome.
See, this is the sort of hospitality I was expecting in the first place. Not that dingy cell.
Remy, is there a possibility that we could maybe talk?
Oh yeah, no, of course. I'll come talk or whatever.
Wonderful. Well, thank you all. Please feel free. There's plenty of food here, and if you need anything, we will we'll be in the cabin next to you.
Are we free to just?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
It is still nighttime, so I do request that if you do adventure out, to please be quiet.
What? Don't go in the woods.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, you can go to the woods, but just be quiet. People are sleeping.
Thank you.
And I looks up at the moon. Like, people should be waking up in the next 4 hours or so. So.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, definitely.
Moss goes to sleep.
When they leave and like go to the cabin next door.
As I'm,
Well, no. They're saying that if you need anything, go to the cabin next to you. There's people there.
Oh.
Remy and them are going to take a walk.
Oh, okay.
As I start leaving, I just want to turn in a way where only my friends here can hear me be like, "Oh, fucking asshole!"
Roll a stealth.
I'm gonna roll stealth too because I'm gonna say things I don't want them to hear also.
Hell yes, unnatural 20.
Nice.
And mine is 16. I respond, yeah. Do you want me to follow you just in case they're up to something?
Oh no, it's fine. They're
I
not
want
gonna
to follow you just in case they're up to something.
Well, I prefer just it's okay.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Just
Can
like
you
make
keep
sure.
your sword with you?
Just make sure, like, are you okay? Because you killed a person.
I don't know yet. Look, okay. I know.
Well,
I know. Look, some people need to die. I know he was one of them. I'll be processing it.
Okay. Well, if
I'm
it
really
helps
worried
at
about
all,
you going out there. Though.
I know. I'll be okay. The mastiffs, they're not one to like.
Is this whole thing stealth? Can I hear this?
No, just the insult was.
Oh, okay.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Just stay here. I mean, like, Moss, how are you doing with the killing person?
Well, you know.
Maybe just like
maybe we can talk
sort
about
that
it.
out if
you
you
guys
need
want,
to.
There's a great meditation technique I can show you.
Yeah.
Great.
I
will be back.
Could be interested in that.
Okay. And then we're gonna go. We're gonna find Dogske and Dogorno.
Yeah.
We're gonna find Herring, Snowball, Anyan.
Onion.
It'll be okay.
And Sam.
Who?
Scott.
Scott.
Scott wasn't even with us.
He was for a moment.
Not for like a. Okay.
We won't find him. It's fine.
Okay.
Scream if you need help. And I sit down and...
Scream. Oh yeah. What should I scream?
Help, I'm getting attacked. They're attacking me. Help.
Okay, that'll work.
Great.
So they're quiet for a little bit of the walk until they get kind of into the middle. A few of the mastiffs come over and sniff, and
Like the dogs.
the dogs, yes.
You're gonna have to specify.
Yes, there's a few mastiff dogs walk over and start to sniff at you. Maybe even one or two that you recognize. Maybe some that are of their older
Oh,
age.
Connie, Jupiter.
Is Dogthrow here? And
Dogthrow-
Dogsif?
Dog-
What about Dogathan?
And so once you're kind of out of the way and the dogs are surrounding you and you are all kind of petting and being relaxed, he looks at you and he goes, we've missed you for a while now, Remy.
Whatever.
When was the last time you spoke to your parents?
Let's see here. I sent them a letter when I was getting married to Robin, but I did not give them an opportunity to respond. There was no return address or anything like that. So, probably 7 years ago.
They left us 6.5 years ago.
Or did they come looking for me?
We assumed so. We assumed that they went to go find you.
Have you not heard about them since? So you haven't heard from my parents in 6.5 years?
No, we assumed they were with you. That's why I asked you about them.
Oh, I thought my parents would just stay with the mastiffs. It was their entire life, so I just assumed.
I mean, sometimes we go out and have to find our own before we can come back to the mastiffs, and we allowed them to do that. Of course, we assumed that once they reconnected with you, we would all have you back. But this is the first that we've seen you.
Why was the boy? Why was he captured? Why was he in the prison?
Have you been hearing about all of the random and weird, strange happenings since the end of the Grove?
Not exactly. I mean, the rain. I've noticed the rain, and I really want to tell you something right now, but I don't get to.
Okay, I understand that.
I used both of them.
I'm not sure what that means, but I respect that. Have you heard that Anunnaki has been attacked?
By what? No.
Something from the other side of the gate.
Are you serious? It came through the wall or something?
It flew over.
It flew over? Was it like a big dragon or something?
I believe it was I believe they call it a griffin.
Oh. In relation to when the Grove stuff happened, when did that occur?
I would say the next day.
Okay. Okay. There was a griffin that comes across the wall.
This is the first thing that's ever come across.
It's the first thing that's ever come back. I mean, are there other weird things?
I mean, word is short. It's only been from the keepers that we've been hearing these things.
Hold on. Do you heard that from the keepers?
Yes.
Have you seen the actual griffin attack or the Anunnaki itself?
Look. We're aware that you're wanted, but I want you to feel safe here.
It was the keepers.
What was the keepers?
In the woods. That's the reason we went out there. We were going to save. We went into the woods during the Grove and everything to save this woman who what did they say her name was? It was she spelled it or something. I didn't meet her myself, so I don't know, but she had a book, and the book had a face, and it flew. And we interrupted some sort of a ritual or something, and it was like an illusion. And then there were zombies. And then we ran to a skeleton.
This is going to take me some time. I hope you
No,
understand.
I'm still processing it myself.
Look, feel safe here. You and your friends. Stay as long as you need to.
What? I need your word that the Mastiffs are going to look into the Keepers and not just trust them.
You know very much that we, the Mastiffs, are our own entity.
I know.
We take what everyone says, and we...
Skeptical, yes,
Yes, it's not that we don't believe the Keepers, it's just that it's none of our business what the Keepers do. And as they have allowed us to continue our actions, we have ignored theirs.
Ananaki's Keeper was not there when the Griffin attacked.
I don't know.
He wasn't, because that is Robin's father, and he was in the woods with us the day before.
But they've all the Keepers have been back on the Grove. That's how each town knows about all of you and your ill-guided behavior up in Palladian. They're all there. Our Keeper has been here. They've traveled back. They came back almost instantly.
Okay. All right. You believe me though, right? That we interrupted
That something happening in the woods? Yeah, I mean, clearly something had to have happened. I mean, something coming over the wall, the fact that of the amount of rain that we've been receiving, the attitude of everyone within the cities.
Yeah, everyone's just being like rude and terrible.
It feels like there was a fog over all of us, and it has now relinquished ourselves, or relinquished over us, and feelings that we have all had are now boiling to the surface that we previously just hid or didn't understand or didn't. We don't understand it. But that is why we have maintained here, and we have stayed with the Mastiffs and their guidance and their kindness. Yes, yeah, you can continue to make fun of us all of you want, all that you want, but it has led us to a good place, and it's led you to a safe place tonight.
I appreciate everything you're doing for my friends. So thank you. I owe you one.
Well, we'll see if we'll ever have the opportunity to take in apart that. And then I would like to go to the three of you. Mm-hmm. What are the three of you doing?
I am washing up and lounging. I'm very tired.
I am either meditating or trying to show Robin how to meditate if you want.
Well, so Robin does meditation. Like that's part of, like, sometimes her communing with nature, but I'm sure it's very different, and she doesn't know how you do it, so she definitely would be interested in that.
Moss is not.
Yeah. It's a technique we use to try to come to terms with something that we've done that we regret. I mean, whether you regret it or not, it's useful because it helps to relieve stress and relieve anxiety.
I'm definitely feeling that. So, let's do it. I'll follow you.
All right, so all you do is you just sit there. Mm-hmm. You try and let go of the thoughts that you're having. You're still going to have them. You're not going to be able to get rid of them completely. But when you have them, just let them go. Don't dwell. And eventually that will become so easy and so second nature for you that you can even let go of the regret that you're feeling, or the anxiety, or the stress. Whatever it is, just let it go.
What do you pull from when you do this?
You don't pull from anything. There's no source of power. There's no nothing. All you're doing is letting everything go. If you're thinking about where it is I'm going to find the whatever, let that go too. There's nothing. Your end goal is nothing. You have no power. You have no...
That's hard for me, Krug. I mean,
I know.
Look, I'm practiced in meditation, but it always comes from somewhere. I'm always...
It's a different kind of...
I can try. I mean, thinking about nothing or doing nothing, I can try. I can try it. I'll try it. I trust you. And Robin sits there quietly for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume Remy comes back after a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing a song in my spellbook. That is how I am processing.
Okay. Do you all just fall asleep?
As Remy walks in, I open my eyes and say, "Did you use your one?"
I did, but only because they already knew. They knew we were wanted. They knew that we had something to do with the whole Grove situation. So I told them exactly what happened.
That's not gonna be a problem.
Anunnaki got attacked by a griffin.
What?
A griffin flew over the wall, threw over the gate and everything, and apparently attacked Anunnaki.
A griffin?
But they got the information from the keeper, and we know that.
I really don't buy it.
But what if it did happen, and something is going on that like has caused some sort of like there was like a barrier or something that was blocking the outside from getting into the cities, and we opened that, and now like the other side is coming back. What if nobody could come back because there was like literally something in the way, and now we have like eliminated that, and like everything could get in?
I'm sorry, Remy, and I know that there's very much curiosity, but I just have to say, as much as I've enjoyed our time together, I never signed up for any of this, and I just want things to go back to the way that they were. I want our names to be cleared, and
I just want to go home. I mean, I honestly, it's been a wonderful time, Moss the Magnificent, meeting you, and Krug, you're always welcome. But I don't want to do this anymore. I mean, I just want to go back home and just go back to our life. It was simple. No one bothered us. It was easy. I want that back.
We have to clear our names first. But why do we have to solve all
We don't
the
need to be
mysteries?
part of this. Like, well, fuck these people. Anyone who lives in a city doesn't need to be a part of our life. We can just go back to what we were doing.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Yes, and I want to do it. I'm sorry. I mean, you need to clear your name. You should. I don't know how I can help you.
This isn't about clearing our names. Are you fucking kidding me? It's raining, and there's like some creatures coming over the walls.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Well, even if it isn't, there's a big conspiracy to make people think there is. This is so much bigger than
Why
a fucking
is it our
wanted poster.
responsibility?
And I take out the poster that with my face on it, and I take out Robin's and I drop him down.
Remy.
This doesn't mean shit. This doesn't matter. Like, we're like 4 people. We went into a grove. Whoa. We like blew open this conspiracy. And now, like, you want your fame back. You want to be able to walk around and have everybody fucking grovel and love you.
Yes, I do.
And you just want to go back into the woods so you don't have to think about anything and look at anyone. But my parents are in this world. And your parents, whether you like them or not, are in this world. And you have family. Maybe they don't remember you. But you have parents and you have siblings. And there are people who have been misguided their entire lives by the shit that's going on, and like we just want to clear our names and go back to like life as it was.
Yes.
Yeah, we opened our eyes for the first time in our entire lives, and you just want to shut them again?
Listen real quick, because I don't think that you can go back, even if you did clear your name, to the way things were. When was the last time you saw undead just wandering around? We saw 6, 7, 8, 9 undead in the span of one night. You think we're going to be able to go back to living in the forest? That's not going to work. You're going to get attacked, whether it's by the guard, whether it's by a creature. Like, maybe the griffin didn't come over the wall, but you fought an undead, almost killed me.
I suppose it is
It's
hard
going to kill you next.
to entertain people if they're dead.
Yeah, or undead.
The words of Scott starts to run through your head where he says, "I'll meet you on the other side of the wall."
Mm-hmm. I want to go to the other side of the wall.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
There's a whole world out there.
You don't know that. I mean, I'm sure you're right, but
Well, if there is a griffin coming from the other side,
there's
there's something over there.
That's true.
Scott went there.
That's right. No, you told me about this.
Okay.
But Scott's 20 of us. Scott's
Yeah.
a monster.
Robin and I killed someone today, thank you.
Fair enough.
It's true.
Is this real?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I lashed out there, by the way. I'm just like
Okay.
being
you
around
made a compelling point. I mean, I hear you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll be back.
Do you want someone to come with you, or do you want to?
No.
Okay.
I'm
all right. Just thought I'd ask.
I just need to go think.
We need to rest.
Yeah.
We need to take the time that we have here with the mastiffs. Yeah, they're being very hospitable, and it's going to be a good time for us to like relax a little bit. But then we need to find Herring.
Yes, and my cart.
And your cart, and Anyan, and Snowball, and we need to find Dogorno and Dogske. Mm-hmm. And then we need to the best way to know if a griffin attacked on Anunnaki is to get there.
Is it still attacking on Anunnaki?
I have no idea.
Well,
I'd like to ride a griffin.
I'm gonna go.
I don't know.
So you take your walk.
Yeah.
Is there
wanna
any
go-
specific things that you want to do on your walk? or-
I want to commune.
Okay.
I want to. I
trying to hold
want
it
to
in.
sit and
thought
check
you
in
were
with
smelling
nature.
your
I want to recharge my connection, but also I have questions that I don't know how it would answer, but
Okay.
I've gotten guidance in the past. Ideally, I'm looking for a good clearing near woods with a good view of the sky because it's night.
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll in nature.
Okay. 7, 24.
As you sit there looking out, you hear the winds blow between the tree line. You hear the soft pattering of the rain. And it just kind of quiets. Not an eerie quiet, not unnatural, just your body becomes attuned to the environment and it's in. You mellow out. And everything kind of opens up to you. And in front of you, all you can really think about is that puzzle box. And you can't go any further in. You've kind of meditated and projected yourself further into nature and gotten deeper and deeper and deeper until you've completely gotten out of situations and been able to completely relax yourself. But this puzzle box, it's almost like it's like a chain in the ground keeping you from going deeper, and it just your mind just continuously goes back to this puzzle box.
Yeah, Robin looks up at the stars. It's like, you want me to open it? Is that what I'm doing? Finding that and opening it? That, really? I tried that.
Silence. No response.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I know some of my options. Can you, strike that tree if I should follow Remy, what Remy's saying? Strike that one if I should just take them and go home?
Nothing.
All right. And she'll wait a little bit longer and just like 10 more minutes and then go back.
Okay. So after a little while, Remy comes back into the room. Robin, sorry, thank you. Robin comes into the room. I imagine you're all probably asleep by now.
Moss's spellbook is open to a half-finished sketch of Scott.
Are you gonna go to bed?
Yeah, I take a glance at the image of Scott. I'm like, oh, that's good.
That is how big it would be.
Yeah. It's weird that she started with
Half
the lower
finished,
half, but
yeah,
okay.
I love that you all know that it's Scott by the lower half.
It's an 8-pack.
Just
What would you like to do?
I want to just find some paper and something to write with.
Okay.
And just write on a piece of paper and leave that on top of the drawing in Moss's book, and then go curl up next to Remy.
Okay. Morning, or you guys all fall asleep. Surprisingly early in the morning, about the same time that that Remy normally wakes up, you hear the sound of and the single howl turns into many, many other howls from the mastiff dogs. And you all start to wake up. Robin, something's on your chest though. And when you and when you don't notice it at first, but you notice it when you start to get up and something slides off your chest onto the floor.
I don't get out from under the blankets, so I have my face covered, but I reach out and grab it with my arm.
You reach out and grab it, and it's the last portion of the puzzle box, and it's been unlocked.
It's a nice DM gift.
She pulls back under the blanket, fixes her coloring, which had swirled in the night, and just like elbows Remy. Remy.
Yep.
I always slept, but look. It's open.
Sorry, hold on. My eyes need to adjust.
It's the puzzle box. You don't even need to look.
Oh wait, I have dark vision. Never mind. Never mind.
It's open.
Oh, the puzzle box is open. What does it say?
It is inside of it. It has opened up, and
Supposed to be
there's
an object, right?
yeah, there's a circle. What looks to be a large golden coin, and on the inside there is what looks to be a clear crystal embedded in the center of this, with weird, strange writings along the edges of this.
Okay. Not a language that I'm familiar with.
What languages do you know?
Common, gnome, goblin, druidic, elvish.
No.
I said druidic. Yeah, cool. Okay. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, let's get up and let's go find the cart and the dogs and Onion and the
I'm sorry I pushed back last night, Remy. You're right. We can't just run. Whatever's gonna happen, we have to face it. Because we're in it. We're in it.
I will say I was a little charged because of the Mastiffs being around, yeah. But also because my parents left the Mastiffs.
No. I'm sorry, I thought they'd be here.
6.5 years ago.
Oh no. Okay.
Only 5 to 6 months after I left. So
Well,
I think they came looking for me, and they could. If I knew that they would have left the Mastiffs with me, I would have had them come with. But I just thought they were so stuck in it.
Yeah, I didn't need to. Oh, sweetie, I know we said we'd never do this again, but I think we have to make a to-do list.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry.
And with that to-do list, we're going to end today's episode. Not a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Kind of a cliffhanger.
Well, what's on the note that Robin left for?
Yeah, I'm excited to figure.
Also, what is the language?
Yeah, we got to figure out what the language is. You got to figure out that.
There's a crystal with just
Because Moss
lettering.
speaks Draconic.
Yeah, it's basically a golden coin with a clear crystal through it. So yes, thank you all so much for watching. I'm looking forward to hearing all of your theories. So if you want to talk about theories, a great place to do that is our Discord. There's a link to our Discord down in the description of this video. We'll see you there. I'll be there. I'm not going to answer anything, but I definitely want to hear all of your theories, and I want to hear all of you theory crafting together. Another place that you can talk to me is on Twitter, which is @IndigoQT. If you want to support Court of Corvids, there are 2 ways that you can do that. Hopefully by this time, merchandise that you can buy with plenty of ideas that you all have assisted us with coming up with. And the other way is to support us on Patreon. Those are the 2 best ways to support us. That helps the show, that helps QueueTimes as a whole. I look forward to talking to all of you on Discord. I'm kind of a little emotionally spent, actually, from this. So I'm just going to stop there and let everyone else say their goodbyes.
I have been Jonas Newhouse. Goodbye. You can find me on Twitter @Jonas Newhouse. That's where I hang out whenever I'm hanging out places. The day that this is airing, I either just finished or I'm about to play a set with my band. So ask me how that went. I'll be happy to talk about it there. You'll also catch me on Hijinks and Handlebars every Tuesday, a show that William GMs and we'll talk more about, and then a lot of the backlog, Outbreak Undead, Monster of the Week. Just look at the thumbnails, you'll recognize me.
For Christmas episode.
And maybe something Christmassy or holiday-y that I ran that'll be coming out soon.
I'm William, and I was playing Remy Ashwillow, Goblin Fighter, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram @KWilliamWhite. I run a show for QueueTimes called Hijinks and Handlebars. It is an actual Play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream. So it's kind of like Stranger Things or It, or that kind of a feeling. Just supernatural, mysterious things happening to kids and teens in a small town. And that's a continuous campaign, long running. We are on our 2nd season right now. It's really dope. It's a lot of fun. We've had a couple of really good guests so far. We're going to have a few more before the end of, even this arc, probably. A couple more at least. So that would be cool. And, you can check that out. Jump in wherever you want. If it grabs you, go back and watch the rest of the episodes. They're in a playlist on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel called Hijinks and Handlebars. And you can also find the socials for that. It's @HandleStream, and that's on both Twitter and Instagram.
Awesome.
Almost nailed it. I am Krug. If you want to talk to me, you can talk to me at KrugQT on Twitter, or
Almost nailed it.
I deserved it. You can also come see more of me on the main QueueTimes. Jesus, I am doing way worse than you. I am so sorry.
Look,
QueueTimes' main YouTube channel is Game Gorgon, which is an educational thing that we do for multiple RPGs. Right now we're doing a lot of Pathfinder, but we also talk about Starfinder. We've talked about other RPGs. We're going to talk about more RPGs in the future. It's really fun. Come check it out. Watch it at 3 a.m. if you want. Why not?
Be a part of the 3 a.m. crew.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Molly McIsaac. Molly McIsaac literally everywhere on the internet. I've been playing Moss the Magnificent. And let's see. By the time this airs, hopefully Basic Witches will be out, which is my newest, weirdest project that I'm doing with my friend Jordan, where we dress like witches and eat pumpkin-flavored things and do all other manner of basic Halloween things. So that is how we get prepared for the Halloween season. I will be Moss for one more episode only. My poor Moss baby.
Well,
Yeah, for now.
For this season.
For now.
Yeah.
And then I will be on Nuclear Winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. Have a good one.
Bye.